Today we're checking out this 1970 Chevelle Super Sport. I really believe this is a true Super Sport. If you go to our website, coyoteclassics.com, I took pictures of the rear end and the trailing support, boxed in trailing arms, bottom of the radiator, kind of all the tall tale stuff of a real Super Sport car. So check out the undercarriage pictures. It kind of depicts that this is a real Super Sport. As far as the condition of this car, as far as the body and stuff like that, I'd call it a 50-footer, 50 mile an hour. The body's got some waves in it, some blisters, bad paint, that kind of stuff, but the guy kind of did it right. He started and completely went through the whole motor, new motor mount, rebuilt the engine, 454. Motor runs super hard. It's got a 12-bolt posi in it, power steering, power front disc brakes, 4-speed transmission. Just an awesome drivetrain as far as the motor, trans, and rear end goes. We have a ton of receipts that come with the car, done on the drivetrain of this car. Also is riding on a brand new set of Foosh rims, which really look nice on it. So a lot of the mechanical stuff, guys, is all done. Car does come with brand new front fenders. That comes with it. Needs a little work on the quarters, new paint job, new interior, but it's got the factory buckets, straddle bucket, SS interior, that kind of stuff. So kind of a driver project is how we're going to sell this 1970 Chevelle Super Sport. Again, very healthy. We got a little snow on the ground today. I took this Chevelle out the other day with no snow on the ground, and this thing just flies down the road. It really drives good. It's got a ton of power. I'm guessing probably 410 rear gears in it. Just really goes down the road nicely. Overall appearance of the car, it's really sharp. It's got the cowl induction hood. The SS grille is in great shape. Front bumper is in really good shape as well. After you repaint the car, I don't think you have to touch the bumpers on it. The bumpers look really good, grille looks good, cowl induction hood. Comes with 2 brand new fenders. This fender here has got a lot of paint checking and some little dings right along this area. It's got some little dents there. As we go to the lower part of the front fender, that looks nice and solid. I don't see any blisters or anything there, but as long as they come with the fenders, throw these away and install the new ones. Foosh rims are in excellent shape. Tires are got tons of tread in them as well. So tires and rims are like new. We had the rims all cleaned up really nice, guys, but with the crappy road conditions, they got grimed up in just a little short amount of time. Front edge of the door is good. No bubbles or blisters. Rocker panel. The outside rocker all the way across here is nice and solid. No rust, no blisters that I can see on the outer rocker. Door gap is really nice and tight from top to bottom, nice and even. As we look at the hood, and we got a dent on the hood right here, so I mean the hood's going to need a little work. Got some paint cracks and another dent on the other side, so the hood is definitely going to need some work, or maybe even replace the hood. As far as the roof goes, the roof looks great. I don't see any major dents anywhere in the roof. A couple tiny dings and some paint scratches, stuff like that. Some paint discoloration in this area. So roof is nice and straight. Lower rear quarters behind the wheel will need to be replaced. It's got some Bondo and some bubbles and stuff down back here. It's that dual exhaust, sounds fantastic. Back bumper's been replaced. The pad's been replaced, so those are in excellent shape. Like I said, just a great looking car from a distance, but you get up close, it definitely needs to be stripped and repainted. Rubbers, weather stripping, all that kind of stuff. These up and down rubbers were replaced. These chrome pieces are really nice, so that don't need to be replaced, but our window felts and our roof rail rubbers are 100% original. Our carpet is original. The seats are original, that kind of stuff. As far as I can see, that needs to be redone. It's got the SS door panels, very presentable. If you look around the edges of them, they're getting kind of hard though as well. Passenger side corner of the door does need some work on this very skin on the outside and the inside edge. The outside looks great on both front and back, but the inside there does have some rust. Dome light still works. It has the original headliner in it. Needs to be replaced. Shoulder belts are there. Visors are there. It does have a new rear view mirror. Straddle bucket seats. Seat backs are real decent. But the seats themselves, as far as the cushions and stuff, they're all original and they're torn. So it will need an interior kit. Back door panels really are in good shape. Ashtrays and stuff, everything's complete there. Previous owner, when he rebuilt the motor and everything like that, did put all brand new dash, new gauge cluster, all that stuff is brand new in here. So original SS steering wheel. Steering column needs to be repainted, but the all this has all been replaced. The clock works in it. Tack did work when we bought it, guys. I think we kicked the wire, did something with the wire on it. It's not working right now, but the tack did work when we bought it. Temperature gauge works, gas gauge works, oil pressure gauge works, and amp gauge works. So take that back, there is no oil pressure gauge factory. That is a light. So the amp gauge works, temp gauge, fuel gauge, and clock works. Speedometer works too. Heater fan is not working. Inside the glove box, we got some little odds and ends stuff. Cigarette lighter here. Go ahead and put that in. Some other little stuff there. Down here we have oil pressure and another temp gauge running about 180 at 40 pounds oil pressure. If you go to our website, you'll see trunk pictures as well. Trunk lid gap on the driver's side's excellent. Nice gap there. We got some paint peeling and some bare metal here. But really both gaps seem really good on it. A couple tiny little paint blisters right here on the edge of the thing. You know, there's just a bunch of stuff like bare metal where the stripes have chipped and scratched and that kind of stuff there. We got an exhaust hanger that must need a rubber grommet on it. You can hear just a little bit of an exhaust rattle to it. Exhaust sounds good, but needs to be tied up there a little differently. As far as the bubbles, it's got a few bubbles here. You can see some bubbles just along the bottom edge. But the inner quarter's not bad at all there, the outer quarter. Over the wheel well, a couple tiny little bubbles that you can kind of see in the right light, but not bad at all. Rocker panel in the front's good. Some little tiny blisters in the lower corner of the door here. Rest of the rocker panel looks good. There is a hole in the front fender right here at the bottom. Unfortunately, this front fender's straight. So this front fender is nice and straight, but the hole in the bottom and the other one's dinged up, but solid on the bottom. So the hood, guys, as far as, you know, we got a low spot here and a low spot here. I'm guessing the hood probably should be replaced. Could be fixed, but it's up to the restorer. When they did the new bumpers and stuff, they did all new door handles as well. Again, this chrome piece and this rubber is new. The dash is new. The wipers work also, but for some reason they're not shutting off, so we need to check into that. I'm pretty sure it's a wiper switch. This thing just sounds great. It's got tons of power. We got kind of a little, as I mentioned before, we got an exhaust rattle in the back left. Shocks feel real good. One other thing on the ticket, guys, we're supposed to have a snowstorm this weekend, so I kind of rushed this. We're going to straighten the steering wheel out. The steering wheel is kind of going straight down the roads at an angle, so we want to straighten the steering wheel, and the heater core is leaking, so we're going to at least bypass the heater core. The heater fan's not working anyway, so we're going to bypass the heater core. So, but anyway, fantastic running driving car. The brakes work great. The roads are not in the condition to get on it, but you can just tell this thing's got some serious power and drives great down the road.